Oh yes, it is time for another Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. I didn't think I was going to be making another haul video so soon, and especially before New Comic Book Wednesday, but over the weekend I went to one, two, three, four different comic shops. I have a problem, ladies and gentlemen. So I picked up some cool new stuff, and I thought I'd do a quick little haul video to kind of show that off. So yeah, I'll just kind of go, not necessarily in order, but I will name the shops, and got some great deals on some cool books. Got some fun back issues, some cool newer stuff. Picked up some extra copies of some of the newer stuff that I either didn't get when it came out or didn't get more than one, that I wanted more than one, that type of thing. So without further ado, I'll get right to it. For those of you that are new to the channel, if you like what you see here, if you want to like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Basically, I do comic book haul videos, mostly newer stuff, but occasionally I will, get some classics, and I'll go through those as well. And I also run the Dallas Comics Show. You can find out more information about that at dallascomicshow.com, except we're kind of on hiatus right now because of COVID-19. And but we might be doing something pretty soon, something in the works. So stay tuned for more info on that. I'll announce it here. And I also run a website called bigfanboy.com. You can find out more about me there. All right, let's get to the books. That's why you're here. I'm going to start off with Titan Comics in Dallas, Texas. I think I mentioned it on one of my past videos, but Titan has been giving away Aftershock comic books. Like, a lot of the stores are giving away the free comic book day comic books. Titan's been giving away some Aftershock comic books. So I've been picking up a couple of those whenever I go into the store. This is Patience, Conviction, Revenge, number one. I do not know anything about... Should I hold it over here? Yeah, I'll hold it over here. I don't know anything about most of these, so I couldn't really tell you if they're good or not, but I am going to try to, give them a read, and I'll let you know what I think. This is Lollipop Kids, number one. Some of these are not necessarily new. These are books that Aftershock put out, and I guess they had extra copies. I don't know the exact arrangement, but I just thought it was cool that they were giving them away with any purchase. So this is Unholy Grail. I'm particularly excited about this one. This is Cullen Bunn, Unholy Grail. I love the title. It's a great title for a comic. Yeah, cool cover too. This one's called Brilliant Trash, number one. I have a slight correction I want to make on one of my last videos. I was talking about Venom and Venom's son, Eddie Brock's son, and I called him Connor for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking of. Connor. The only Connor I can think of is Connor Hawk, but anyway, Dylan is Eddie Brock's son, as you all well know. I, for some reason, called him Connor. I don't remember why or what I was thinking, but anyway, just thought I'd correct myself there. This is We Only Find Them When They're Dead. This is the Christian Ward variant cover. I just thought this was a really nice variant cover. Is that picking up? Yeah. Very happy about that. This book's got some heat on it. The Autumnal, or Autumnal. I'm not exactly sure the right way to say that. I think it's Autumnal. But it's new from Vault. And apparently it's doing very, very well. You'll see later on I picked up another copy at another store, but anyway. Man, this book's sold out, which is kind of funny because the series is canceled, but everybody's going nuts. This is Suicide Squad number 9, The Death of Deadshot. Their tagline on this book was Deadshot, Shot Dead. You gotta love that. Tom Taylor writing. I actually really like Tom Taylor's work on this book, so I was kind of sad to hear that it was not going to continue. Anyway, that's cover A. You'll see cover B here in a second. Cover A is apparently the one that you want, and it's selling out everywhere from what I understand, so you may want to grab that if you can. Picked up an extra copy of X Factor number 1, the first printing. by my girl Leah Williams. Leah was a guest at Dallas Comic Show last year. I'm hoping to have her back again when we start doing shows again. Anyway, this book is doing pretty well, pretty hot. It's going into second print. And I picked up a couple extra copies of that. This is a hot book. Came out, 2 weeks ago? X-Men number 12. Leads into X of Swords. First appearance of this guy, I guess. Well, somebody said that's not true. Somebody said it's not his first appearance. But I can't remember the specifics on that. Anyway, I picked up an extra copy of that. This was in their back issues, and I just picked it up because I love Arthur Adams, and especially his work on Hulk. And it's not often nowadays that you see Arthur Adams do interior work as well as cover work. So this is Hulk number 8. Hulk versus the Sentry. Nothing specifically earth-shattering about it. I just like Arthur Adams' artwork, and I don't think I have that book, so I thought I'd pick it up. This was also in the back issues, and I was happy to get this because I think people are saying this is the first Immortal She-Hulk. This is Incredible Hulk 606. Now, I've seen conflicting reports on that. I've seen some people say Civil War 2 number 4 is the first Immortal She-Hulk. In this book, spoiler, although it's an older book, she is killed by Red Hulk. So I'm guessing because she's killed, that's why they're saying this is the first Immortal She-Hulk. I don't know. Anyway, I got it at a really good price, so I was happy to get it. Okay, so that was Titan Comics. Jeremy Shore runs Titan Comics. If you get a chance, check out Titan Comics. They have an amazing selection of back issues, and they have some really nice kind of like premium books as well. If you're into like older stuff, they've got really cool, great selection of older stuff. So check out Titan Comics. Tell them I sent you. Up next, Zeus Comics. Now, Zeus Comics you've heard me talk about before. I was going back and I went through some back issues, picked up some back issues, and then also picked up some other newer stuff that maybe I missed when it came out last week or the week before. So I mainly picked this up because I'm friends with Mark Pillow, who played Nuclear Man in Superman 4, and I think I've had this book before, but I haven't had it in a while. So this is the Superman 4, The Quest for Peace movie adaptation. I figure next time I see Mark, I'll get him to sign it. Anyway, oddly enough, not a very easy book to find. I don't think they printed just a whole lot of them. This is Batman number 28. Now, I forget, this is a first appearance. It is the first Batman Eternal, but it's also the first appearance of a character, and I can't remember the character. I apologize. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, I have a bunch of this book. Every time I saw this book, I would pick it up because it was the first Batman Eternal, and I always thought any Batman key is worth having. But there's now like a new bit of renewed interest because there's a different first appearance in there. Anyway, I don't know. I'll look it up. Lady Killer number 1. This is the ongoing series of Lady Killer number 1. And not as valuable or as sought after as the first issue of the miniseries, but still a cool book to have. And awesome cover by Joel Jones. Very happy about that. I love me some Simonson Thor. And this is I just saw this in the back issues, and it was a beautiful copy. I mean, it looks like this looks like a 9496 copy. Thor number 300. Really cool cover. Not a terribly valuable book, just a cool book to have. So, happy to get that. Another Thor Simonson. This is Thor number 363. Tie-in with, what is that, Secret Wars 2? And a Curse appearance here. I don't know if that's Curse's first appearance. I don't think it is. Anyway, it's a cool issue. Cool cover. And then I always pick this book up when I can find it. It's not really worth anything, but, it's just a cool book to have, and this one's in perfect shape. This is Thor 400. Big double-sized issue, as you can see. And because it's a double-sized issue, it's not always easy to find it in good shape, because a lot of times the spine will have issues, and this one is a beautiful copy. Absolutely beautiful. Also picked up a copy of X-Men 12. An extra copy, I should say. And then they didn't have this last week, so I was able to get it this week because they held it for me. Suicide Squad number 9, as you saw earlier. So now I have 2 copies of that. This, I saw it when it came out, but I decided to wait. And then when I saw it again, I thought, why the hell not? This is Miles to Go, the Francesco Francavilla 1 in 15 variant. Brand new book from Aftershock, and it's a cool book. I like the variant, so I thought I'd pick it up. I picked up the Mark Brooks cover of X of Swords number 1, but I did not get this one, and when I saw it, I was like, why haven't I picked that up yet? So I grabbed it. This is the X of Swords Magic cover. I'm not sure who did this. Is this there's no signature on it, so I can't tell you who did it. But anyway, it's an awesome cover. Pay attention when you get this particular book. Up here in the upper left, almost all of these are damaged. Like they've got a little creasing here, or a little rip up here because of the printing. I got a couple copies. My copies are not perfect. You'll see one a little bit later I picked up at a different store that is about the most perfect one I could find. But out of the dozens and dozens that I looked at, I found one that was perfect. Web of Venom Wraith number 1. This was actually, I had the other cover, so I wanted this cover too. So picked up another copy of Stillwater number 1. This is now sold out, going into second printing. And again, I think I mentioned it, but this book has, there is, see if you can see it, there's a little white thing right there, like color rub type thing. Every single copy I have looked at has that. I don't think you can find one that doesn't. I dare you to find one that doesn't. Okay, so here, this is Awesome Comics. By the way, Zeus Comics, check them out. Zeus Toys and Comics. I think it's Zeus Comics and Collectibles Incorporated on Facebook. Okay, this little haul is from Awesome Comics, and Jake owns Awesome Comics. It's a store that's been around for a long time. I've been shopping there since I was a teenager. Another really great Dallas shop. They were doing a sidewalk sale on Saturday, and I wasn't able to get over there until rather late, and by the time I got there, they were folding up the tables and taking everything inside, and I was like, oh man, did I miss the sidewalk sale? And they said, well, all the boxes are still over there on the floor if you want to go look through them. So, and everything they had in the boxes was half guide. So they would look it up in price guide, and whatever it was in price guide, you got it for half guide. So I got some cool things. This is Uncanny X-Men 269. This book's seen a little bit of heat because there's rumor that in the new Captain Marvel sequel movie that Captain Marvel and Rogue are going to fight, or that that's going to be part of the storyline, a big part of the storyline. It may or may not turn out that that's true, but that book's had a little bit of heat over it. And it's a cheap X-Men book, and it's Jim Lee art. It's an awesome book to have. This is Avengers number 255. Significance of this book, well, you got Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel there on the cover. Really nice, beautiful painted cover. John Buscema, big John Buscema, and Tom Palmer came back to the book to do art chores after a hiatus. Buscema hadn't worked on it in a while, so this was the first issue he returned. But this is also the first appearance of Nebula's Pirate Force, I believe is what it's called. So minor key, you know, it's got a first appearance in it. And it's just a really cool looking book. I mean, look at that cover. It's awesome. And it's in beautiful shape. I was, you know, that's the thing about these books is that they're not terribly valuable, but if you can find really nice copies, it's worth picking them up. And this is another one that was just in beautiful shape, and I didn't have it. Probably not worth much, but it is somewhat of a key issue because issue number 350, Avengers number 350, big thick book, which again, when it comes to Marvel books from this era, hard to find these big thick books in perfect condition. So this one is in pretty perfect condition, so I was really happy to get it. I gotta speed this up. This is gonna take forever. Avengers Annual number 14. I just picked this up because it has a great Kerry Gamble cover. And Kerry's a good buddy of mine, so I'll get him to sign it next time I see him. John Byrne art on the inside. Also, that issue is, as I remember, there's something, well, something else that happens in that issue, but I can't remember what it is. This, I was so happy to get this because, again, it's not really worth anything, but it is a key book, and it's really, really hard to find because there just weren't very many of them printed. Avengers Unplugged number 5. Does anybody know what this is? I'll give you a second to look at it. This, Monica Rambeau is Captain Marvel. This is where she becomes Photon. And there's some suspicion that when Monica Rambeau appears in the new WandaVision series, that she may be called Photon. She may also be called Spectrum. No one seems to really know for sure yet. So this could be a really cool key book to have, or it may not be. We'll see. Either way, it's not an easy book to find, and it's really not an easy book to find in good condition. These comics were 99 cents when they came out. Marvel was trying like a cheaper version for their comics, and I don't think they sold very well. So I've never seen one in person until then. And then last but not least, this is a reprint of the Giant Superman Annual. I just picked this up because I love Kurt Swan Superman artwork, and it's just cool to have a book like this where you can read it and not have to worry about damaging the book. It's an exact reprint in every way of the original. Just a beautiful, beautiful book. So I was really happy about that. Yeah, and it's in perfect shape. Okay, so that was Awesome Comics. Up next... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I've still got quite a few, but it's not ridiculous. Okay, so this is from Collected in Fort Worth, Texas. My buddy Ron Killingsworth runs Collected, and it's been a long time since I'd been out to a store. He moved to a new location in the same shopping strip, and I love his new location. It's great, really nice layout. You can find them online at Collected Store. I think is on Facebook. It's Collected Store. Just look for the location that's off of Altamira. That's the name of the street. They have some really cool stuff, and I grabbed this. I hadn't seen this. It's just a little preview book. It says previously in Marvel Comics. I hadn't seen that, so I grabbed that there. Got another copy of Batman 3 Jokers, the Batman cover. From what I'm seeing by going to different shops, this cover seems to be the one that sells out first. I guess because it's got Batman on it. I would have thought that the Joker covers would be more popular, but anyway, I grabbed an extra copy of that. Ron was kind enough to hold me a copy of this when it first came out, and I couldn't get it anywhere. Ron was like, I got you. I'll hold you a copy. So he's holding a copy of that for me, and thank you, Ron. I really appreciate that. That was very, very kind of you. I have since managed to get my hands on one or two more, or is it just one more? I can't remember. But I was very happy he held me a copy. Got another copy of the Autumnal #1. Ron also hooked me up with the Suicide Squad #9 cover B. Happy to get that. Got another copy of... got another copy of X-Men 12. I got a lot of these. But it may end up being a key book. Fantastic Four Antithesis #2, the timeless Alex Ross cover. This is a nice looking book. I think I showed the Jenny Frison variant the last time. This is the Unkindness of Ravens. This is a variant cover, and just a really nice cover, and it's all black, so it's really hard to find a perfect copy of this. This one's pretty near perfect, so happy to get that. By the way, I hope my fan in the background is not making too much noise. This is Spider-Woman #1. I never got this cover when it first came out. It's the Kari Andrews Spider-Woman variant, so I just grabbed it while it was there. Fantastic Four Antithesis #2. This is cover A. Everyone's freaking out over this. Oh, hang on. Everyone's freaking out over this because it has the first appearance of Antithesis on the cover. So it's selling out all over the place. Thankfully, Ron had a copy. Got a second print of Legion of Superheroes #6. First appearance of the Gold Lantern. Another copy of X Factor #1. This is the, what do you call these? Design variants? Not design variants. I forget what you call these covers. All the new X books have covers like this. First printing. And then I was telling you guys I got a copy of X's Swords. This one is perfect. This is the most perfect copy I've seen of this book. Out of the dozens and dozens that I looked at, this is the most perfect copy. And then these are really cool. We're going to end with these. Dark Red #1. This is an exclusive store variant that they did. Look at that. Look how sexy that is. Just unreal. I saw this and I immediately was like, oh, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. So anyway, this is a store exclusive. Ron, in addition to Collected, has an online store called Brainy Comics, and this is one of their exclusives that they're selling. So I saw that online and I was like, dude, I have to have one of those. And he's like, I got you. And last but not least, I hadn't seen this before. This is the Joker 80th anniversary, the Ryan Brown store exclusive variant. Look at that. Just an awesome, dark, sinister. Let's get a little close up there. Ryan Brown's killing it on this one. So really happy to get that. That's another store exclusive that Ron had. So there you go. 4 different stores that was Collected, the last one there. So my shout out to Titan Comics in Dallas, Texas. Awesome Comics in Dallas, Texas. Zeus Comics in Dallas, Texas. And Collected in Fort Worth, Texas. Stay tuned for more information about, I'll be doing stuff with all these shops, I'm sure, at some point. I do a lot of promotions and whatnot, so I think some of them have got some cool events coming up that I'll be telling you guys about. This coming Sunday, if you're in Dallas and you are a Power Rangers fan, Zeus Comics is going to have Jason David Frank, who played the Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver. He's going to be in the store signing at Sunday at noon. What is that, the 4th? I think it's the 4th. So if you're a Power Rangers fan and you live in Dallas, this is a rare opportunity to meet him outside of a convention. So check out ZeusComics.com for more information. That's all I got for Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. I'll see you again this week with new This Week books. You can find out more information about me, Mark Walters, at BigFanboy.com or DallasComicShow.com. And like I said, we may be doing something fun with Dallas Comic Show coming up, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. Stay safe, go out and vote. Take care, everybody.